Hey, good morning, everybody. Whoa. Hey, good morning,
Good morning.
Sonny. And
More
how are you guys doing?
doing good. Can't complain.
Man, I
Hey,
am doing much, much better. I signed one distributor yesterday, one on Sunday, and a lawyer customer on Thursday.
have you ever experienced this kind of results before?
Never. I
No.
was in my last company for a year and a half. The most I got was three people, and one of them quit after a month of joining.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've never
Now,
experienced, I've never experienced this much results this fast before in doing any direct sales.
Well, I'm really, I'm really proud of you. And the thing is that when people don't have success at this, it's because they're not doing it. They're just not following the recipe. Would you agree?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I do it consistently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, how can I help you today? What are we going to talk about? What do you need? What are your
Uh,
problems?
yeah. Well, I would say, well, I have two conversations.
Okay.
Uh, you can you can check out. So I need help with that, and I think I would also need help with I have a builder who's no, how to get someone quickly trained? Like, do you recommend? Like, so I'm chatting with someone right now, a new builder. So
Mm.
I'm basically helping them walk through their conversations.
Right.
Um, but it's been challenging because I'm trying to view her screen, using ScreenLeap, so I can chat with her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's having technical difficulties, so she's emailing me her conversations, and I'm trying to piece them together.
Gotcha.
So we're
Well,
doing it that way. But she's starting to get the hang of it, and I recommended that she join your boot camp. She's been on a couple of your webinars, so so I'm really starting. I can't right now. I'm not getting her any enrollments, but I'm just trying to figure out how to set her up so she's enrolling people.
right. Well, um, we'll piece it together. Okay, that can be one of our goals in these sessions, is to put together something that will duplicate all the way through all the people that you bring into the business. And so we'll take a look at those conversations, and as you start moving up, people are gonna start noticing, and the most important thing, as we said last time, is never stop recruiting. and and okay, so let me look in your account, Sonny. What's the email address to get in? Are we doing Facebook or LinkedIn?
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even started LinkedIn yet.
Well, you're not. LinkedIn is still in the process of getting organized. What's the email address you use?
SJC.
Okay, I got it.
So
And
I also emailed you the training system that we're currently using because I know you wanted to take a look at that.
yep, I saw it, and I'm I haven't had a lot of time to look at it yet, but
That's
I did look at it once, and and you're doing it the right way. In other words, a little bit of you, a little bit of them, a little bit of you, a little bit of them, and that's what happens when you're in a company and they don't give you all the online training tools. Okay, but they will over time. And typically, what happens with companies is, they get their training material, they get their training directions from the field, from the leaders. Somebody comes into the business and all of a sudden we see explosive growth. Well, hey, everybody wants to know what you're doing. How are you doing it? Because if more people did it, then the company would grow faster. Although your
right.
company's going pretty good. So let's
Yeah, that's
so
the key duplication, and getting other people enrolling quickly. So I did enroll her, but she's been having conversations and she's been learning, but she hasn't been enrolling anyone yet. So or setting up appointments.
hmm hmm well, remember, it's easy to help because everything is there. And I wanted to mention, sometimes you're running different programs on your computer, and one cancels out the effectiveness of the other. For example, if you're on Skype a lot, and while you're on Skype, you try to use Zoom, Skype overrides the Zoom recording system. So, or recording ability, the communication ability. So, you just have to be sensitive as to what's running. But you work something out with them so that maybe the thing to do would be to set up your little meeting and share your screen and do what I'm doing with you. Let her, you log into her account so she can see it, and sometimes they get it quicker,
Yeah, that's the thing. She doesn't feel comfortable giving out
Okay,
her
okay,
password.
all right,
So,
okay. Then, well, then the next best thing would be, what were you trying to do? To look at her screen while she shows it to you?
yeah, I was trying to look at her screen while she's chatting so I can tell her what to say. Um,
Let's see.
so that would be the easiest thing, but instead she's sending me like different screenshots from the email, and I got to piece the conversation all together. So it takes a bit longer, but I think she's getting the gist of it.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
but I wanted to really just do it with her so I can get her enrollments faster so she can start seeing some success. But um, yeah, so she hasn't gotten any yet, but I'm sure she will because she's starting to get the hang of it now.
And
Well,
it's
is she working on her laptop or her cell phone?
Both. Like
But
when she,
then she could screenshot you with her cell phone while she's working on her laptop. That way you can look at what she's doing and not have her password.
yeah, she does take screenshots from her cell phone.
Hmm.
When she sends it to me, it's very choppy. So it's like I have to.
No, I
Sometimes
mean, while you
yeah,
guys are talking, if she'll do FaceTime with you on her cell phone,
right.
and she can be on her computer doing um, Facebook, that way you can see from her cell phone the conversation.
Lewis. That's brilliant.
Oh, from FaceTime.
FaceTime,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that works. Yeah, that could work.
brilliant.
That way she don't have to worry about you having her password. You're looking at exactly what she's saying.
Oh, she has an Android though.
That's still, she could get on, if she got an Android. I used to use, what's that other one? It's another one called, it's just like FaceTime, but it's for people that don't have, iPhone. They got, they got WhatsApp. That's one that they could do. And she has,
WhatsApp has a video
yes,
call.
yeah.
Okay.
And she has, there's another one, it's not Cloud. I cannot think of the name of it. It starts with a T, but it's just like FaceTime. It's the exact same thing. It's free to download on her Android, and she can do it with you with your iPhone, and it doesn't bother you.
So you suggest pointing the phone to the laptop so I can see what she's doing?
Exactly.
Okay.
If she's not comfortable with giving you her password.
Okay. We can try that.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's called FaceTime, right? So
Yeah.
if we look up FaceTime uh, for Androids, okay. So it looks to me like you got a couple here.
Oh, sweet.
Let me give you a little secret. My wife is the smartest woman on South of Fifth on Miami Beach. Okay, because anything she wants to know or needs to know, she'll
Google it.
she'll Google it.
That's
She'll
right.
Google it. She gets the information, and and she's golden. So okay, let's take a look at this conversation. Who are we looking at?
Uh, okay. So we're looking at Julie and Jennifer.
Okay.
Julie is someone that I've been talking to. She's actually in network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been reaching out to people who are in network marketing to see if they're having any success or if they're not doing it really or they've been struggling for a long time. Um, so she's open to So what I was trying to do is see if she would be open for me to help her so that she can see that I'm a helper first, and I'm trying to, in the process, see what challenges she's having in the process of giving her tips for her business.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I find out the challenges that she's having, then I would present to her another opportunity that doesn't have those obstacles. She's open to it, um, but she's a single mom. Her last comment was that she's open uh, to for me to share with her some tips and stuff. Um, so at this point, I want to know what challenges she's having. So I'm thinking that's the best comment to make next is, what challenges are you having with your business right now?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So let's see. She 19. This is 2017, and she graduated from high school in 1987. And assuming that she graduated at 16, I mean she's 46. Okay, 46, and we know because we can go over here and click on the link. And she's a network marketer. All right, I'm just going through the process. Now sometimes you'll click on someone's link, and it'll take you here, but the person's no longer in the business, or the person is she's in the business, but she's not. She's no longer paying for her platform. Okay, and sometimes it's an interesting way to find out that a person's not building the network marketing company, in advance. So all right, so we know she's a receptionist, and again, let's look over here. She's 46 years old, and all she tells you about her work history is, she's been doing this for 2 years. A medical receptionist. Okay, so let's come over and look at the time.
and she told me in our conversation, what she does and how long she's been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
She works at a clinic for, so that's the kind of the open
Okay.
statement.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, all right. So, okay. So you met her in a group. Now what I wanted to say here is that network marketing is a relationship building business. Okay. So as you start talking to other people, other network marketers, using those emoticons, finding out more about the other person is all part of the process. But the earlier you can recognize that the person is not a prospect for my business, that doesn't end the relationship, okay? Because in 90 days and 180 days, things happen. The thing is that you've got a connection, and they're communicating with you, okay? So we find that now let's say for example, how long have you been in the business? Been in the business for 3 months or 3 months, or I just got in the business 3 weeks ago. People who are just starting something typically are focused on that, and so unless you know that what they're in is a total disaster, okay?
Right.
Okay. I mean, you know it, okay? I said, I hate, and sometimes you run into people that you got to feel sorry for them, but it is what it is, and sometimes people buy into things, and they're studying and they're studying and they're studying, but they're not engaged and they're not closing people. So let's see what you got here. So what I'm trying to say is, some point in time, you keep that relationship going. You can't spend a lot of time with her, and sometimes you get information and you share it with her.
Yeah, like I got one networker. She said she was struggling that she hates her job and she wasn't getting any results in her business, and she was open to talking with me, you know. Um, so we had set up a time to chat, and then things got crazy with her, and so we have to reschedule. But so that was an example of actually a conversation that went well. This one's going decent as well. I was just building rapport with her first, and then I got into what she did, how long she's been doing it. Um, you know, so she's a home. Yeah, she works at a clinic. She's been doing that for about 20 years, and then before that, she was a health aide for 16. Um, and then I just kind of went into another conversation just to build rapport, and then I went back to, like you said, sometimes you can go of course, but then come back, right?
Right.
Um, so I went off just a little bit, just because I felt like I need to build a little bit more rapport with her. So I asked her just some great places to eat in St. Paul, and then I went back into her business. So I'm kind of getting information by pieces while building a relationship at the same time.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Here's a shortcut. You asked her about her business, and she comes back and says, yeah, I'm still doing that. And what did she do before? She was a home health aide. Now, once you know how long someone has, someone's in the business, um, the question could either be, how long have you been in the company? And that's going to tell you a lot. Or if she's already told you that, I've been with Pure Essentials for 3 years, then your question would be, what other network marketing companies has she been involved with?
Right.
So that's the nature of the conversation that you want to bring up. And see, there's nothing wrong with this at all. You were having fun, right?
Yeah, I'm building rapport, and I'm getting information on her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into, and then I went into it'd be great to share tips on what's working with our business. I did this with other business owners and learned a lot that way. Would you be open to that? And then she said, sure. But she said I'm new, so she just started Pure Haven Essential.
Okay. All right. So let me show you. Okay.
She said she's having a tough time, but she's not spending enough time due to working full time and being a single mom, busy, busy, busy.
Right. Now, what does that tell you?
Tells me she may not be a prospect.
No, 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 no. No. Okay. Let me tell you what it tells you. She's new to Pure Heaven Essentials, Haven Essentials. So a question you'd want to know. Your next questions come from your previous answer. Okay.
Right?
So I do. Let's see. I'd be happy to share tips and other stuff. Um, okay, and okay. So you're offering her advice, and which is not a bad thing. And certainly you could give her a tip, like you could go over and say, "Hey, Julie, listen. I know you're trying to. I know. Have you ever used Facebook to build the business?" And if she says no, then you say, "Listen. So it's not on you." You just say, "Listen, I know this guy that has webinars and he teaches people how to do it. If you ever have a chance, check it out." But if you look at her answer here, okay, she's new, and I'm having a tough time. Break it down by section. What's the problem?
Yeah, right.
What's the problem? Okay, I'm not spending enough time to working full time and being a single mom. So the other question would be, really, single mom? How many kids do you have? How old are they? If you're working, are they in daycare? What's the story here? Would she rather be working from home? So the answer that someone gives you, even though you've got your punch list, yeah, we want to know how new. We want to know why is she having a hard time. I'm not spending enough time. How much time are you spending? Working full time, and so she now working full time. So what's what she tells you over here that she works for she's a medical receptionist. She's been doing it for 2 years. So what is her, how does she like her job?
Right.
Okay? Now, she's a receptionist and she's probably at work. So probably not going to be able to get an answer from her. Usually folks like this are doing it in the evening, but yeah, all of this stuff is at night. But you never know. Maybe they're not busy. If there's no rush, there's no rush. But if you send her a message that she can't resist answering, you can get a conversation going. So
Yeah. Sometimes she will reply during the day, maybe at her lunch break or something.
Yep. So let's check out her page again. And this is all part of the relationship process. You can make a comment about man, I love those covers. What kind of flowers are those? Or what is that? So we're going to come over here and we're going to see if she's posted anything recently. So she did this 17 hours ago. Now, what's interesting is that she's posting stuff about the place she works. Okay? She's posting stuff. Oh, that looks good. I don't know what it is, but actually, I'll tell you what. Here in South Beach, you go to an Italian restaurant, they give you a meatball that's about that big.
Wow.
And one person can't eat it, but this is cauliflower. Whoa.
That's crazy.
So now let's see if she's got another one. No fast food. So anytime she's a recipe for information about food. Okay, and all right. So let's come back over here. What we want to do is we want to find something that we honestly say we like, and liking something. Have fun shopping. Your favorite direct selling business. I'll tell you. Why don't we do this? This can be fun. You come over here and you notice her thing is the food. All right. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna like it. All right. And then we're gonna come down here, and we're gonna like everything that she's got food. And if we come across one, now here's another one.
Wow, that looks good too.
Okay. So again, what you're doing here is you're going to give her, and let's give her a love. Oh, I love this one. All right. And okay, so now 2 or 3 is enough, and then you go back over here, and you say, all right, let's look at what she said. I'm new to Pure Heaven Essentials. So the first possible question, well, how long have you been with them? But I'm not spending enough time. Busy, busy, busy. Single mom, busy, busy, busy. So if you wanted to really get to her quickly, we're going to talk about the business. We're going to talk about what would be the question that you would ask?
I would ask her what chose her to get into Pure Essentials.
Okay. Now think about it.
Yeah. How long you been in?
Okay. Well, how long is probably better. See, she's on a cell phone. I mean, she's texting. For all you know, she's driving in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she sees your message and she opens it up. What, of all of this information, what question could you ask that would get her to easily respond almost immediately if she saw it? Make it easy.
Oh, about something about the food, right?
Well, you would start out by saying, here, let's do that. Hi, Julie. I have to say, I've enjoyed all of your food posts. Okay, and then we'll go LOL. I just looked at a few. And now I'm hungry. Okay? So now, busy, busy, busy.
You can say why. I guess you can say why are you having a tough time, right? Or how long you've been in Pure Haven.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Remember, we want to give her something to get the conversation going that she could answer quickly, okay? Without even have to think about it, all right? So I just looked at a few, and now I'm hungry. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one of our little smiling faces, okay? And, okay, and now let's the question is how many children do you have? Okay, she's a single mom. She can come back. She can punch in the number 3. That would, or how long have you been in Pure Haven Essentials? Either one would work. Okay, so what we're going to do is, again, we want to make a little comment. So she says busy, busy, busy. So they say that, you ever hear the expression busy hands are happy hands?
Right.
Mhm.
And we'll go LOL. And then, how old are your children? And we'll make it easy for her. Well, no. We want to say, how many children do you have? Now, again, why do we want to ask that question first? Because when she tells you how many kids she has, and you know how old they are, she's a single mom. So she's the sole means of support. Okay, so we're going to send that over, and wait a minute. Am I looking at something here? Or is that? Oh, no. I guess I gotta get my screen cleaned. I thought the smiling face was moving, and they will get to. They will, they'll get to that. They'll get to that. I mean, the more
They already started doing that.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that too.
You notice what?
Some of the smiley faces are moving.
Yeah, they started doing it already.
Okay, so that's all part of the process. Oh, good. I guess my screen is clean. Okay, so now, but let me just kind of tell you where you want to go with her. Okay, you want to find out, how long have you been in Pure Essentials? How long have you been with them? And why is she having a hard time? And why are you having a hard time? When you know how old your kids are, if they're young, who takes care of them, who supervises them while they're at work. If they're older, that doesn't necessarily have to be a problem. But the older your kids are, you're following up and everything else. It's hard raising kids. If she's got one, it's still gonna be hard. But you're getting enough information about that, so we really want to get back to her. Why is she having? I'm curious. Why are you having a hard time in the business? Why? I don't have enough. How much time are you spending? And what? And then the other question would be, what's preventing you from being successful? Okay. Now, we don't want to dwell on that because we really want to find out. Well, okay. So if you're brand new to this, we know that what other network marketing companies has she been in the past? For all you know, she's already tried your company. Okay.
Right.
So
And But didn't she tell us already why she's having a hard time? That she's not spending enough time.
Well, right.
I mean, not with the business, but why she thinks she's not having success.
Well, I'm not spending enough time due to work. No, she tells you she's not spending enough time due to working full time and being a single mom. Well, the question is, what is she? How this? You know, this isn't hard. You know, this is easy. So the thing is, with a lot of companies, they're party plans. You know, they want you to invite somebody over to your house. You know the party plan routine. You know, you're going through it with with what some people are teaching in your company, and so so she hasn't gotten into that yet, and so in that respect, it's entirely possible. As you talk to her, say, look, first you get a history, and you find out, oh, she was in this and she was in this. Why do you think you weren't successful? Because if you think she was a home health person, she used to go to people's homes, and now she's going, and that doesn't pay very much. And now she's a receptionist for a medical facility, and they've got her. So she's not making a lot of money, and she's a single parent. So you know, and then that leads you to the opportunity to use your transition license. If listen, you find out from Julie, she's been in this company, she's been in that company, and she hasn't. She just bounced around. She wants to make extra money. She'd love to get into something that she could do online. People know what they know.
Right?
Okay, so the way you want to work this is it's all about her. It's all about her. Somebody offers, hey, listen, I'll be great. I'll help you. And you offered that. See, she gives you one word, sure, sure. And she goes, and she's thinking, okay, what's in it for me? Well, why are you doing this? Because at some point in time, she knows you're going to hit her with your business opportunity. I mean, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. So she's new to this. She's talking to you, but she's not new to the rodeo of the network marketing, direct selling, consumer direct, whatever you want to call your industry. So you find out first what other companies she's been in. Why does she think? Why do you think? You weren't successful. If you were a medical professional and somebody walked into your clinic, the first thing you'd ask them was, "Where does it hurt? What's wrong?"
Right.
Okay, and yet medical professionals drive themselves crazy on here because for them it would be so easy. You ask questions and you respond. So in learning about her, if we find she's new, and she hasn't had any success, and then you've got your transition line. Say, look, I'm not spending enough time. How are you expected to build your business? I mean, there are lots of different ways to build a network marketing business. People use different systems. What kind? Is Pure Haven Essentials? Is it a party plan business? And if she comes back and says, yeah, then, okay, there are faster and easier ways to build a business than a party plan business. You can do it online. And, or, a lot of people today in network marketing, consumer direct marketing, a lot of people today have turned to the internet to build their business. Now, it's easier to build some businesses than it is others based on the tools. So if she loves the products, nobody's telling you to stop taking the products. But if you're looking to additionally build the business and you found another company that had products that you could get passionate about, now you've got a company that's got all these non-toxic chemicals and maybe she's got some pets, but if she's got kids, many single, many people today are aware of the dangers of having toxic chemicals around, blah blah blah. Would you be interested in looking at something that you could do online in an hour or two a day? it fits so well into your schedule. You can see she's already a good conversationalist.
Right.
Okay, and she could be very, very good. You know, if she got into a network marketing company that she was passionate about, that she could recommend the products to, and that she had somebody to help her lead the way, you're a successful leader. Okay, you got a small organization, you had a bigger one before, now you're building it up again, but you're a successful leader, and you're helping your people, and you'll help her, and if she is interested and if she's ready, or if okay, and if you ask the questions, you learn about her past, you learn about why she's having a problem. You can give her helpful things like are you trying to build your business on Facebook? Have you ever tried to reach out and connect with people? Because right now there are certain elements of your. See, you're putting up here. You're basically telling everybody what you're selling, which is okay. Um, um, but what else could we tell her that's missing on her profile? Well, for one thing, we come down here and we could see she's a medical receptionist, and okay, so she's putting all the good stuff down, but the way we're looking at this, she's just putting this up there as a it's like some bait. If somebody wants to ask me about the company, she will. Now here, this about me story here is empty. She really needs to open that up. She needs to tell her story here. You go over here, and now, if she's in, there's a contradiction here. If she's using this to connect with women, okay, and she's interested in men, being single, it sends out confusing signals. She's sabotaging her own interest. She needs to open that up to men and women, because women will find her better, and that's probably the best way to get her attention. Okay, so you're trying to, and then how's she doing with it? So that would be the direction that I would go with her. So you're developing this relationship, and if it doesn't work out, then many people today we're doing it online. Whether you got involved with my company or whether you found something else that was equally, you gotta feel it in the heart. Okay, find something you're passionate about. Find something you're passionate about that you tell people about, even if they didn't pay you. And you will be very, very successful. And when she's ready, okay, she'll make the decision to. First place she's going to look is going to be, oh, look at this! What a surprise! What a surprise! Now, this is like deja vu, okay? Because years ago, back in the old AOL days, you used to be able to do this, and literally, but today. Just one boy, hungry teenager. Okay, what's the next question? What's the next question?
How old is it?
Yes.
How long you been in Central?
No. Follow the flow of the conversation.
Oh, okay.
How old?
She's typing more.
Oh. Okay. Now, how about you? Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go over here. How about you? What's the answer? How many?
I have two little boys.
We have
2 and 4 months.
little boys.
2 years and 4 months.
How old are they?
2 years and 4 months.
Right. Oh, one is 2 years old and one is 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay. One is 2. The other is 4 months. Okay. Now we're going to come back and we're going to say, how old? is your son? Pop it over. Now, she's going to come back and tell us. We can make reference to, you know, how old he is, and make reference to the fact that, boy, you know, when I was that age, my parents had a house and home. And then we can go back to, you know, how long has she been with Pure Essentials? So you see, you got her attention. You got her attention. And so right now she's putting aside whatever she's supposed to be doing for work. And, oh, no. Maybe she's on a break. She's on a break.
She's probably driving to work right now.
You know, you know, how nice. I love to. He'll be 14 next month.
I love to.
No, what she's saying is when her son was 2.
Oh, I love to. Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. So he'll be 14 next month. So where we have the urge to continue to talk about the kids, okay? Like my you know, I've heard about the terrible 2s and but he's a good baby and blah blah blah. We want to bring it back to where we want to go. Now we're connected, okay? And we're not trying to be deceptive, but I mean, this is just a way you get somebody's attention, you know, in social media. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to say something about that. So I ate my parents out. Well, it's not about you. So he'll be 14 next month. The bigger they get, the more they eat. And we'll throw in a little, another one of these little smiley deals.
Hey, this is a G and bigger.
Okay. And we'll throw in another one of those little smiley deals. And this time, you know, we'll just go with a regular smile. Now we want to ask a question. And the question is, how long in okay? Now we're getting back on course. We've learned about her, 14 years old. So we know at 14 she doesn't have to deal with daycare. Okay?
Right.
Doesn't have to deal with daycare. He's on his own. So we can focus on, again, where are we going? How long have you been in Pure Essentials? Now we can bring it up because it's part of the conversational flow. It's not like it's coming out of you know, left field, and you did offer to help her. So sometimes people will come back and they'll say, well, how come you're asking me so many questions? Well, the reason you're asking questions is you find that that's the best way to get to know someone. All right? Now, are you trying to sell her on Malaluka? No.
Well, I want to see what problem she's having, and then offer a solution with a different company or in a different way of doing business that could solve without those obstacles that she's having. But once I know what obstacles she's having.
Well, yes, but here's another mindset for you. Okay, you're talking to people, and you know, are you trying to recruit me? No, I'm not. You know, no, you're not. I'm not, because to tell you the truth, when I bring somebody into my business, they're like a member of my family. Okay, and I'm developing a group of about 5 leaders now. And, you know, would I love to have you in my business? Of course I would. Of course I would. But I understand social media like most people don't. And so I'm just trying to offer you advice. And, you know, I've gotten to know you. Why am I asking so many questions? Because the more you know about another person, you know, that's the only way to learn about somebody. You've got limited information. I learn more about you by talking to you, what you did before. There's some wonderful people out there on Facebook that would love to be in your business, and if I could help you in any way, I mean, it's you know, it comes back to you in the end, and I'm having fun. So, what other network marketing companies have you been involved with? And
Right.
how do what is holding you back? How much time are you spending on your business? Now we asked her a question, which she might not feel like she has to rush back to answer. Talked about the kids, comes right back. But that's okay. She will answer you because you're asking questions that you're asking her questions that they're about her. It's just she'd be more interested in talking about food, and she's going to put up another food thing over the next couple of days. It's all about communication. You don't have to finish it here. See, so many people get the feeling that, you know what I got to do? I mean, I got to take this all the way to showing her my business. I can't get off this conversation without letting her know what I do and giving her the video or putting her in the process. And
Right.
and that's a mistake. You're
Especially with network marketers, right?
I'm sorry?
Especially with people who are in network marketing.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So here you're getting to know her, and she's having fun. You're having a little fun, not too much fun, because as we have to decide how serious of a prospect is she, and what do you think?
Are you asking me?
Yeah,
I'm not sure yet.
exactly. You're not sure yet, but the answers to a few more questions will tell you whether she's prime right now, or whether she needs a little seasoning. She needs a little water, a little nurturing. In the meantime, there you go. Whoops.
Well, while she's typing, Max, I wanted to get on your webinar last night about the Melaleuca training,
Uh
and I registered for it, but the site they sent me, it wasn't. I couldn't access it.
huh. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. I restarted a month ago.
So I mean that she's been doing it before and stopped?
Restarted. What's that all about? And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little LOL. Because she gave you an LOL.
Right.
So you turn around and it's all about matching the conversational flow with the other person. You type, they type, but the important thing is we have a tendency, we put the question first. Now what I really should have done was, what's that all about, LOL? But it makes sense this way. Now unfortunately what we've done here is we've asked her a question that's going to require a little bit of thought, a little bit of typing maybe. And, depending upon where they are and what they're doing, we have to be sensitive to that. For example, let's say you wanted to get her on the phone. Maybe it's not possible to get her on the phone now.
Right.
So the important thing is, while we're waiting for her to come back, let's go take a look at, we're talking about Jennifer, right?
Yeah, she was asking about. I saw her. She's a part of a work from home group that I'm a part of, and she was asking about some kind of Elk River soap network marketing business. She was asking for more information. So I just wanted to reconnect with her to see if she was doing that or why she. It looked like she was maybe asking. I don't know for sure, but it looks like she was maybe asking for it for her salon business because it's soap related.
Right.
But she owns a spa and salon, so she's a business owner. But she is a part of the work from home group, and she was asking about Elk River soap. So maybe she was trying to use it with her salon or something. But
For sure. Well, that's what most people do. Now, the thing is, again, being the social media expert that you are, and you might let her know that Jennifer, if you clearly what she wants to do here is she's advertising her spa. But she doesn't realize that if she opened this up, she'd be visible to more people. Even though she'd be visible to more people. So, reaching out to her would be, relatively simple. So let's go back over here and say, thanks for having me. I'm part of the F for Home group and thought we could connect and share some ideas. I'm growing our business. I do a lot of alternate. What business are you currently doing? Okay, now, what do you do? Okay, now, because now you're asking, what business are you currently doing? So she's telling you, I own a salon and a spa. Had you asked, what do you do? She might have given you a different answer. She could say, well, I own a salon and a spa, and I work part-time at the Hilton as a receptionist, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this. When you ask a question specifically about what you see on the page, now, you get, you're talking about that particular subject, all right? Now, but it's okay, because I own a salon and spa. So, people love genuine compliments, okay? Genuine compliments. So we go over here and let's look at, I turned it off. So let's look at a website. Now, and look at all of this different services she's got. And, you could basically, I mean, anything was true. Like maybe, I love your website. Purple's my favorite color. Or, basically it's very well done. So we're going to come back over here and we're going to talk about our website. I own a salon and spa. And that was last night. She's at work, maybe. So we want to get her attention. If she's at work, we do the same thing. I own a salon and a spa. So you come.
Yeah, she doesn't respond often, but we can try and see.
Okay. Well, okay.
I mean, it was just a few. It was just 1 or 2 times, but.
Okay. All right. So we'll write back to her and we'll say, good morning. I just checked out your website. And really like what you do. Are you very close to her? Do you live in the same area?
No, we're strangers.
Okay, but I'm saying, how far away does she live from you?
I don't even know where she lives.
Okay, so let's go back over and take a look.
I don't think I saw that on the page.
Okay, and let's look at work and education. Doesn't show, doesn't say where she is. Well, let's look at the website.
Oh, maybe her website, yeah. Her website would have that, I think at the bottom.
Well, it just gives you the phone number.
Well, the About Us. The address was on her Facebook About Me.
Okay.
Or details about Jennifer, something like that. I think it was one of those places that had her address. Yeah, right there.
Okay, so she's in Michigan. How far are you from Michigan?
I'm in Minnesota, so.
Okay. So what we could do here, I just checked out your website and really like what you did with it. I just checked out your website and really like what you did with it. Now we could also, because she's pretty, we could also say something like, if we were closer, my wife would be your best customer. And we'll LOL. Okay, now, how long have you had your salon? Okay. Now we're asking her an easy question, something that she could just type a number.
Right.
Okay, and then and then the magic happens. If they want to talk to you, you've got their attention. And notice our little friend up here hasn't come back to you yet, but she will. She will.
She's probably at work.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's probably at work.
Right. Right. And so we've got our plan. And remember, we're not trying to, don't be in a hurry to tell her about your business, and just enjoy the process. Time wise, you'll have invested maybe 25, 30 minutes going back and forth with her. And when she's ready, and she's ready to look at other things, then you're going to be there to help her. And in the meantime, you give her a little advice. And the other thing that you could be doing on a regular basis, because now she's watching your page, is start thinking about what you post. So some of these motivational posts that you put up there, like never quit, persistence, things that will resonate with her and with her audience. And you have conversations. Every one of these conversations is going to pay you big dividends at some point in time, because you know when to stop. See, now we asked a question that's going to take time for her to answer it. Now, if we got tired of waiting, okay, and we wanted to talk to her sooner, you just go back over to her page and wait. You could wait for her to post something, or you could just start it up again, with another question, with another comment, and what other companies were you with before? You're gonna find that it's a mix, and but hey, you're on your way. Did this help?
Oh yeah, this was really really helpful, especially the part where you said that I don't always have to end with my business. I can just keep it going until the right time.
Yep, yeah, and so as you start interacting with other people in your business, what starts to happen is you recognize people that their profiles are not visible. You recognize the people, and you can help them. But remember, in essence, they're your competition. They're out there selling other stuff, but it's a big world, and there's room really for everybody. You just want to, you're in a winner, okay? And when you're talking to people, and they could be in winning companies, but if they're not having success, why? And once you find that out, you could have a prospect, and your answer was correct. You don't know yet, but it's only going to take maybe a couple of more questions to find out her history, and then you just have to be patient. And
Right.
So you this is something for the future, and what ends up happening is next thing you know, one day you got four people at once are gonna come at you, and they're gonna say, "Hey, Sonny, I'm ready. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to join your business." And by then, we better have a training thing laid out for them, or So that's what you're working, towards. And boy, this was really, really very, very helpful.
Yeah, this is the good stuff. And her page doesn't have a friend button, so I guess I shouldn't just leave it like that. I should probably just watch that page anyway.
Well, the reason it doesn't have an add a friend button is because her settings are set to where you have to have a mutual friend for her to have that add a friend visible. So
Gotcha.
So what you can do is you can say, "Hey, listen, I just noticed, again, it's all about what she's trying to do. She's trying to market her business, her the business that she's in, and she's invisible at the same time. So in that respect, you're giving her some advice, something helpful, and they'll appreciate that." And
Could she go in her settings and open that up for her friendship?
Yeah, she has to go in and she has to change her settings. She has to open them up, and then and while she's at it, she should show her to add the follow me button. You're trying to build you're trying to build your business on here. Make yourself as visible as possible.
Yeah, I think another good question is, why did you restart, right? Why did you restart your business?
Well, that was a good question. And so we can guess it. She started it, and then she got busy, and now she's restarted it again. So if she doesn't come back and answer that right away, um, I would wait for her to tell you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, and then when she tells you, then I would ask her about her history. What other network marketing companies have you been in?
Right,
And you could ask, specifically. I'm curious. Is your company a party plane business?
right,
Because that could be the problem. And again, why are we asking these questions? Because the more you know about somebody, the more it is. That's the way you learn about people. You ask questions. Okay.
yeah. The more you
All right. I got to tell you something, Lewis. I know you got a lot out of this, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
But that's what I've been doing. I do the exact same thing. I found it's easier for me not to give them business information unless I do a post and that's what they're asking. But when I meet somebody, I found it's easier for me to have general conversation, close it out, hope you enjoy your day, and then come back the next day and ask them how they're doing. And then just building that relationship, that trust. And now I've got like 5, 10 people I'm having conversations with that I'm just building that trust. And then I'll introduce what I do to them.
If it's warranted.
right,
Exactly.
If it's warranted.
Exactly.
So you totally eliminate the rejection. You're never rejected.
Exactly.
Guys, this has been great. If you need me anytime during the week, you know where to find me.
all right.
Well, what about the Melaleuca training? Can I go on the boot camp post and look it up? Did you post that? Because I was trying to do the. I'm sorry.
I recorded it, and
Okay.
I recorded it, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'll send you a link to it.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, and yeah, it got messed up a little bit because I was working off it. It's we're trying to get endless free leads out tomorrow night, and some of the slides got mixed up, but
Okay.
we gave people some really good information, and anyway, I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you
All right.
next time.
Thanks, Max.
You're welcome.
Talk
Bye-bye.
to you Friday, Sonny.
Yep. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
yep. Everybody.